Where the hell are you, Jules?
I'm on my way, I promise.
I swear to God, I'm never gonna listen to you again. I'm going to be late again.
My shift ran long. I'm sorry.
Why did you agree for a shift when you knew you had grandma today?
I thought I would be free soon. I'm sorry. I needed the cash.
Jules, you have to step up. I can't do this alone. I have so many assignments due.
I know, Joe. I will be there in 5. What is she doing?
I gave her the meds. She's taking a nap now.
Okay, remind, what do I have to do?
You can't be serious. You still don't know her schedule?
I'm sorry. I'm just really busy. I always spend different day with her, so I can't remember her exact schedule.
You don't have to do anything today. Just give her tea or something when she wakes up. I will be back before dinner.
Okay, good. Can I do shift tonight then?
Sure, you can do a shift tonight. But please stop being a pain in my neck and get there quick.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm coming.
And stop saying sorry, you buffoon.
Sorry for saying too much sorry. Okay, get out of here. I'm here.
Here? Where?
I'm parking the car. Just go. I got it from here.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Love you too. Go or you will miss the class.
Yeah, I'm literally running.
See you tonight.
See you. Our life was not this hectic. It happened recently. Our grandmother, Out Mom's mother, recently got into an accident. Even though she's old, she did most of her work herself, but ever since the accident, she got heavily dependent on me and my sister. She's still active for an old woman, but she needs help with most of her chores now. My sister and I have made a schedule to look after Grandma one by one. She's only family we have left, and we understand that is our duty to take care of her, but that doesn't mean it is easy. My sister works full-time and takes up shifts whenever she's free, and I go to university. Needless to say, I'm taking care of Grandma most of the time since Julia has a job. Skipping classes is a lot easier than skipping job shifts because one of them pays. I don't hold it against her because I know she works so hard, not only for herself, but for our family. She has her own apartment while I live with Grandma. I used to live on university campus, but moved back since Grandma's accident. I don't mind it, honestly. There is no place like home. I can get my college work done a lot faster since there's no distractions here, unlike the dorm I used to live in, where there's always a party going on.
Hey Joe, where are you? I have been calling out your name.
Grandma, I'm in the campus. I'm heading back now, but Julia's there. Call for her.
She isn't there. The house was empty when I came down.
What are you doing coming down on your own? You could have hurt your leg. Wait a minute. What do you mean she's not there? I left her there. I only left because she was there.
Well, she is not here. But seriously, it's not that big of a deal. I can take care of myself.
No, you need help. You're going to hurt yourself if you don't stop being stubborn. And that's beside the point. I left her in charge and she left without telling me.
She probably had something important. Don't be mad at her.
Okay, you sit down, I'm coming back.
I am sitting down, Mom.
Wow, I have to act like a mom because you two act like children all the time.
Joe, come on. Stop being worried. I won't get up until you come back, okay?
Okay, I will be there soon. I can't believe after being so late, Julia left Grandma's place without even telling me. Talk about irresponsible. I'm the youngest one. How am I most responsible in this family? I know, Grandma will be fine without our help, for a few hours, but Julia should have told me. I'm not going to let this slide. Hey, Dumbo, you left without telling me?
Yikes, you found out? Yeah, what did you expect? Where did you go? I was running some errands. Grandma was asleep. There was nothing for me to do.
Well, Grandma is awake now.
And I'm like 30 seconds away from the house, don't worry.
Why didn't you tell me before you left?
Because you wouldn't have let me leave.
Damn straight, I wouldn't have.
See, Joe, I've been so busy these last few weeks that I don't get second to myself. I just needed to get some things done before my shift tonight. I'm sorry, and I'm already stepping inside the house.
I'm heading back too, but I need to talk to my professor about the online classes first.
Are you sure you're okay with it?
Yeah, of course. I will honestly make our lives so much easier, Jules.
And will you be fine taking care of her on your own? I mean, I would help whenever there's a free time, but you know what I mean.
Yes, Jules, I would be totally fine taking care of her, and I don't hold your job against you. It is necessary, I get it.
Thank you for being such a great sister. I love you.
Love you too. I will be back in a bit. Don't leave before that.
Yes, ma'am.
If I take my classes online, it would solve so many of our problems. Julia could focus on her job and I could focus on my classes without worrying about Grandma. I could take my classes from the living room and help our grandma whenever she needs me. I don't think my professor will have any problem with it. I'm always ahead in my classes and assignments, so there's nothing to worry about really. After having a chat with my professor and successfully convincing him for online classes, I head back home for dinner. I can give Julia the good news when I get back. When I got back home, I find Grandma sitting in the living room, watching TV, and no sign of Julia anywhere. I just know she left again without letting me know. Dude, seriously?
I was getting late for my shift, and Grandma told me to leave.
Why did you leave?
Like 2 minutes ago. Are you home?
Yes, why didn't you tell me anything?
I don't worry you. You would drive like a maniac if I told you I was leaving Grandma alone.
I just hate not knowing things. Anyway, I got the online classes thing sorted out.
They're letting you do that?
Yes, I can submit all my assignments from here, and my professors agreed to send me notes via email.
That's awesome. And are you sure it won't affect your studies?
Not at all. I honestly work better at home anyway.
That's great. This is going to help us so much.
You don't worry about it now. You can relax a little.
No, of course, I'm going to come see Grandma. You need rest too, you know.
If Grandma knew we're going out for our way to take care of her, she will whoop our asses, you know.
The woman is so difficult to take care of. She wants to do everything herself.
Lol, I will let you go now. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I will text you when I'm done with work.
Grandma and I had dinner together, where she kept on going about how she doesn't need constant looking after, and I just nodded along. You can start an agreement with her and expect to win. I gave her the meds after dinner and put her to bed. I'm a night owl. I don't sleep until after midnight, so I take care that time of completing my never-ending assignments. There's a family history assignment due in a week's, and I'm kind of dreading it. It will have to start from Grandpa, and I don't know anything about him except for the fact that he left when my mom was 7 years old. Nobody talks about him, and for this assignment to work, I'm going to have to ask people to talk about him. I will be super uncomfortable. I already know it. The next day. Yo, Jules!
Yeah, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Are you busy right now?
No? What's up?
What do you know about Grandpa?
Our Grandpa?
Why would I ask you about someone else's grandpa? Of course our grandpa, you dumbass.
Why are you asking me about Grandpa?
I have an assignment.
About Grandpa?
About family history.
Oh, I don't know much about him.
How much do you know? Anything is fine. I don't know anything about him.
I know he ran away from home and left Mom and Grandma.
I know that too. What else?
His name was Ronaldo.
Do you know anything other than the basic information?
Nope. These are only 2 things I know about him. Ask Grandma. She'll tell you.
I don't want her to talk about her husband who abandoned her.
Then don't write about him.
Who am I going to write about then? We don't know our dad's family.
True. Just incorporate it into conversation somehow. Maybe she'll tell you something.
I will try. You are no help at all.
That's what I'm here for, lol.
I know it's a risk asking Grandma about Grandpa. It could go really badly for me. What if she gets upset? I will have to try at least. It's not just about the assignment. I have a right to know my family, don't I? Hey, Grandma.
Are you not home?
No, I'm home.
Then why are you texting me?
I'm working on my assignment. I don't want to get up in the middle.
Okay, I don't need anything. I am going to take a nap anyway. Focus on your assignment.
I actually need something.
What do you need, baby?
Can you tell me about Grandpa?
Why?
It's for the assignment.
Pick a different assignment, Joanna.
Grandma, I can't do that. I need to pass.
I don't have anything to tell you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I will figure something out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I will wake you up before lunch. Have a good nap. I don't want to upset Grandma. Maybe it's hard for her to talk about. I can't let her be sad because of a college assignment. It must have been pretty devastating being abandoned by her husband and having to raise her child on her own. I backed off because she clearly doesn't want to share about Grandpa, and that doesn't mean it didn't make 10 times more curious about him. I mean, how big do you have to mess up to have your own family? Not talk about you ever again? Consider my interest piqued. I'm going to find out about him even if I don't write about him in the assignment. Hey, do you know where I can find his stuff? Some photos or any document maybe?
Are you still talking about Grandpa?
Yes, we are.
Okay, just checking. Did you ask Grandma?
Yeah, she didn't want to talk about him. I have never gotten such a cold reply from her in my life.
Yikes. Okay, check the attic. There's all kinds of crap there. All of Mom's documents and old photo albums. Maybe you can find some of his photos.
Okay, I will look around.
Is it still about the assignment?
Of course.
Really?
Okay, it's 80% about the assignment and 20% because I'm dying to know about him.
I knew it. Start with the attic. It's really dirty though. Be careful.
Yes, ma'am. Starting with the attic. I immediately left my room and made my way up to the attic after checking in on Grandma. She was asleep. Julia was right. It was horribly dusty up there. But I went in anyway. Found some of the mom's old years books. And photos albums, but none with the grandpa's pictures in them. I kept on looking for something that will answer my questions. That's when I stumbled upon some letters. They were from my grandpa to my grandma, even before they were married. I sat down on a relatively clean surface and started reading them. They were all full of love and how they couldn't wait to start their lives together. Then what happened that led to Grandma never talking about him? If she was so in love with him, why is she hiding him from us? We are his family too. I left the letters on the top of the trunk and started looking for more. Anything else that could tell me what happened between them that was so horrible. I found a couple of photos of them. They looked perfectly happy in them too. After looking for what felt like hours, I finally found something that could have some answers in it. Some of the grandma's old diaries. I remember, she told me. She used to keep diaries when she was younger. Maybe she wrote something about him in the diaries and left them up here after he left. The first diary entry opened with their marriage. How she was over the moon that Grandpa was going to be her husband. I got engrossed in it pretty quickly. I was turning the pages like I was reading my mystery novel. After about 30 or 40 pages, she wrote about them having money problems. My mom and uncle were babies then, and Grandpa had lost his job. He felt horrible for not providing for his family, and when he couldn't find any work, he turned to drugs soon after. I couldn't imagine Grandma dealing with 2 little children and husband who was high at all time. It broke my heart to keep going. But I needed to know what happened after that. Why did he leave? And why didn't he leave before? I kept on reading until I found the entry that shattered me completely. Mary's diary. Dear Mary, a week ago Ronaldo promised me that he will stop using drugs and try his best to find a job and provide for his family. I believed him. I was so happy that we were finally going to the family I dreamed of. A family that my children deserve. But of course it was a lie, like everything he has been saying lately. A few people came to the house today looking for him. Apparently, he owes them money, a lot of it. He took a loan and used it all on drugs and gambling. I saw my children getting threatened today because of what their dad did. They don't deserve that. They deserve a father who loves them unconditionally, or no father at all. It would be much easier for us to live without him than live with the constant threat that he's going to get us all in trouble because of his recklessness. So that's what I did. When he came back home, drunk out of his mind, I gave him water and he drank it all. His body's in the cave near the waterfall. I do love him still, but I love my children more. Hey, are you up?
Yes, baby. Where are you?
I'm just getting starting on lunch. Also, I'm sorry for asking about Grandpa.
That's okay. I'm sorry I couldn't help. It's just hard for me to talk about.
It's okay, Grandma. You don't need to talk about him. You're still a badass without him, and you were the best mother to Mom and Uncle. You raised them incredibly, even if you were alone.
Aw, Joe, that's so sweet. Thank you, baby.
And you know what? My assignment is about family history, and my family started with you, so that's where I'm going to start my assignment too.